Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer, Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, call 206-402-0100 and enter PIN number 161329#. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you beautiful, fabulous, sexy, consciously evolved, amazing people that I love. Again, can you believe it? I'm coming to you from my home in Woodland Hills, California, and so happy to be here with you live. Got a lot for you today. First of all, it's not posted yet. It will be posted tomorrow. And the channel gave this to me. Our next webinar is entitled The Highest Creation Claim for 2026. And it's really interesting. There's one highest claim for everyone, and then there's an individual claim for each person. And everybody will get both. Anybody that signs up for the webinar will get both claims. So that's going to be on January 29th. Again, not posted yet because I created it over the weekend, so Lauren will get it up on Monday. And the second thing I want to talk about really quickly is my daughter and her husband's new book. I had not read it. This week, I've read it. I know I'm her mother, guys, but you got to read this book, Finding You Through Finding Me. Anybody that has ever been through any kind of trauma, relationship trauma, trying to find yourself, healing yourself, creating yourself. I'm telling you, this book, and again, I know I'm her mom, I could not put this book down. I teach this stuff. I healed through reading this book, Finding You Through Finding Me. And, of course, the theme of the book is how can someone find you and love you until you give yourself permission to love yourself. And it goes so much further than that. Was I staggered and surprised about a lot of the things I read in it? You bet your booty I was. A lot of the times I was going, oh my God, this was going on with Gabrielle and I didn't even know it. But I'm telling you, they so clearly line out how to heal through trauma and the blessings that can come through that. You just got to read the book, guys. That's all I can say. You got to read the book. Okay, today I want to talk about recidive. Now, those of you that have been with me for a long time know that I created that word a long time ago. Recigive is the word that incorporates receiving and giving. Because receiving and giving work together as one entity. But most people, I'm finding out, do not understand that concept. And it's encircling me a lot in many of the relationships that are in the periphery of my life. For example, a good friend of mine that has been in my friendship circle for years and years and years never brings me a birthday gift. Always have one for her. Always have a Christmas gift for her. But she, quote unquote, never has time or never has the money. And always expects that gift from me. We had lunch with some family members the other day. I took them their Christmas gift. And just because this was up in my life in various ways, after they opened their gift, I said, okay, guys, can we have our cards now? And he looked at her, and she said, oh, come on, you know I don't have any money. And I looked at her and him and said, guys, you don't need money. You could have made a card. But you see, the automatic response was, what do you have for us? We don't need to have anything for you. So I want you to stop right now. Is there anyone in your life that you expect something from, and you do not ask of yourself, what do I have to give to them? Because the world works in recigive, guys. Just like a beautiful hug. You see, when you go to hug someone, you expect them to put their arms around you and complete the hug. That's the way energy works. I always used to tell my acting students, don't go in with the intention, how do I get the job? How do I get the job? Go in with, what can I give them in this audition? How can I bring this part to life for them? And then maybe they'll give you something back. So I want you to really be conscious of what can I give. And invite the world then to come play with you in recigive. Okay, before we start the show today, especially those of you that have your hands up, and if you want to talk to the channel right now, if you have not put your hand up, and if you want to talk to the channel, press *2 to raise your hand. I keep getting emails that, Dee, I tried to get into the line, but you didn't call on me. You have to press *2, guys, if you want to talk to the channel. If you've done that already, don't do it again because that'll take your hand down. Okay, Stephen, I'm inviting you to refresh because you gave me a number of callers and that doesn't match what's on my switchboard at all. Okay. We are going to go to the callers, but I want everybody who has their hand up to ask yourself, have I tested what my answer is? Have I done the work? Because I'm going to ask you if you have. Okay? I was going to ask you. Because I want you all to really start taking responsibility for doing your own work. Yeah, there we go, Stephen. Thank you. I think that's part of what's going on is we need to refresh more often. All righty-dighty. Here we go. And we are going to, now we don't have everybody's names up. But a lot of these I know. We're going to start with Brian today. Brian, you're on.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have been running into an interesting thing over and over again with, different, ads and podcasts and videos and whatnot. And I'm sorry, I didn't really get a chance to test. And when I did just now, I didn't really get an answer, so I'm curious on what the channel has to say. The thing that keeps popping up is the idea that affirmations and, things that you tell yourself may not always work because your conscious is not always clear, that there's still too many thoughts that are deep-rooted, those old core beliefs that are still in there and that they need to be cleared out. And I'm just curious what the channel may have to add to that.
Well, first of all, Brian, you're not balanced. So, guys, first thing you do every morning is you balance yourself. First thing. And the best way you can direct yourself to balance, but you don't get out of bed until you open your heart front and back and merge with your whole brain. You direct your chakras to be open, balanced, happy, spinning in the right direction. You direct your hara line to be straight, strong, and through the ID point so you stay in your knowing. You claim I am, and I am connected to the highest information, the highest knowledge, and the highest understanding. Or you can tap over your ears 3 times, tap over your thyroid as you blow out 3 times, make a fist, bring it towards your eyes, and pop open your fingers. Either one of those exercises will balance you. But you don't want to test without being balanced because you won't get the right information. So that's the first thing.
Gotcha.
Okay. The second thing, Brian, is if you keep directing yourself to be balanced and keep directing yourself to create what you want with the universe, the beliefs will be replaced with the positive. because any beliefs that are in the way will have to be replaced to get what you want. But if you keep focused on, oh, there's beliefs here that are in my way, there's beliefs here that are in my way, there will be beliefs in your way. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that takes care of that.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why I was surprised that kept showing up. So.
Yes, because you kept saying there's a lot of beliefs that are in my way. Ergo, a lot of surprises are going to keep showing up, which reinforce your belief. So when the surprises show up, go, okay, that's not what I want. What do I want? And you direct what you want. You see, guys, it's a game of staying conscious. That's what it's all about, Brian.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay, so give me an example. You were directing what? What did you want?
I was directing a certain amount of money to come into my being within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and what happened?
It has not come.
Okay. And when I say you believe it's possible, it goes right to no. So start directing yourself to know that everything you direct is absolutely possible for your manifestation. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Well, I guess my confusion is I do that. I don't
Nope,
believe...
it goes right to no.
I'm confused about that.
And therein lies why you don't get what you want. So add the word clear. I am very clear. That all things are possible. And I receive exactly what I order, what I direct.
Okay.
That's what faith and belief are about. Okay? I've been working on the same thing. I know what they're talking about. Okay?
I am very clear.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah, that served everybody, for sure. Okay, we're going to Debbie in New Jersey. Hi.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
Pretty fab.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked. I don't even know. Oh my
yes,
goodness.
you do.
Because,
I know.
well,
I know.
Only because I raised my hand, but nobody answered to say who I was. Anyway, I guess I probably have a lot that I wanted to talk to you about, but you had mentioned the next webinar is going to be the highest creation claim, and you said there will be a collective as well as an individual. Can you give me my individual?
No, not today.
Bummer. Okay.
What was your question today, Debbie?
I'm not even sure, honestly. I was just going to listen because, like I said, nobody picked up and asked me. So I didn't think I was going to be called on.
Well, it doesn't work that way, honey. You have an intention of something you want to ask. Okay?
There's a lot. But
well,
listening to
you
everybody...
You get clear, and if I have time, I'll come back to you. Okay? All right. So that's the way the universe works, guys. You get clear, and then the universe goes, okay, I'm here, what do you need? But if you're not clear, the universe stops by, and then you go, oh, well, I don't really know, and then the universe moves on. So that's a good example, and thank you, Debbie, for bringing it forward. You have to know. All right, Sandy in Pennsylvania, you're on. What do you want to know?
I have two things, actually.
Okay.
One would be the receiving give question with my family, and the other would be why my colds often deteriorate to pneumonia.
Okay, they want to go to the second one.
Okay.
It's about grief.
Right.
What are you grieving about?
I guess I lost a lot of opportunities in my lifetime, and I guess I'm grieving about that.
Yeah. And the first thing that comes in is, why are you grieving about old, lost opportunities instead of creating new ones?
That's a good point.
Well, yeah, you're wasting time on things that are past. And you could use that energy now to be creating a lot of new things.
Okay.
So let's start there. That will give you a lot of impetus and joy and purpose. That's going to help make you healthier. Okay?
Okay, yes.
And what was the first question?
Oh, the receive a give.
Recigive, yeah.
Recigive. I don't know if this is going to be the last year I try it, but I sent Christmas cards to estranged members. I have 3 sets of aunts and uncles that decided to cut me out of their life. And I sent them Christmas cards once again. And I finally wrote on one of them, I said, I am tired of the heartbreak of your silence, because they never respond since at least 2017.
Okay, but you see, you're doing, and I'm saying this with love, everybody listen, you're doing exactly what they're doing.
How so?
Hold on, you're sending the cards expecting them to give you something back.
Okay.
That's what your intention is. Can you understand what I'm pointing out to you?
Yeah. I was hoping for a response.
Of course. But the giving, of course, we want to receive back. And see, that's the enigma. That's the part they want to tie together for us today, is we have to let go of the expectation.
Yeah. I had an old teacher once said that one expectation is a manipulation.
Yeah. So you want to send the cards out of love just because you want to connect with them. Absolutely, you would love the giving back to complete the recigive, but not out of manipulation.
Right.
Well, look, I'm going to make you feel guilty by sending you this card.
Yeah, I just just said I miss talking to them, and caught them up with the little news. And the last time I had visited, I was having like a mini breakdown, and it wasn't a real bad one, but they weren't real happy with me as a guest. So I guess because travel is hard for me to do and stay healthy. So
Sandy,
yeah.
I'm lovingly asking you to look at your victimness around the travel and how you kind of put that on them. And I really get it. I have people in my family who haven't cut me out, but we're not close.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it can be hurtful.
It has been for a long time.
Yeah. I think you would be a great candidate for reading my daughter's book.
Okay.
Because there's a whole chapter in there about a friend that did this to her.
Okay.
And it sure opened my eyes to a lot of things. It's an incredibly healing book about things just like this.
Okay.
But
it's on Amazon, I think.
Oh yeah, you can get it on Amazon. Hold on. I asked her to send me you can get, for a signed copy, you can get it at eatprayfml.com/shop, or just go to Amazon.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, baby.
So maybe the grief is partially the holidays bringing up the stuff about my family, too.
Well, and the grief is asking you to let go and not allow them to define you.
Oh, thank you.
Let it go. You know, if they're not worthy of taking you down, Sandy.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. They were my older brothers and sisters.
Yeah, and that's hard. I understand that. I'm not belittling it or shoving it under the rug. And I'm saying nobody and no thing is worth taking you down and giving yourself up for it. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. All righty. We are going to Kimmy in Phoenix. You're on.
Happy New Year, Supreme Sexiness and Junior Sexinesses.
Right back at you, Kimmy. What's up?
Thank you. I believe I figured everything out, and I want the channel's confirmation if I'm correct in my little junior channel vibe, okay?
Well, let's take out the words "I believe I have," and to say you have figured everything out. You have gotten the highest information, the highest resolution. I get a yes.
Okay. New Year's Eve, and thank you for that, I was in an improv show, and our teacher took me aside and we were just kind of chit-chatting. He goes, Kim, I see you as a Mustang in a corral. Get out of the corral. Okay. I know what that meant. So
Yeah.
I got out of the corral. New Year's Day, I got a migraine. So I'm like, and I remember you saying about migraines 24 to 48 hours before you get it, there's an incident. Yep. I got out of the corral and therefore I got the migraine. Am I correct in that?
Yep.
Now, I know you're not a doctor, but you played one somewhere in your acting career. What causes the migraine, and how did that event can you explain how I caused it?
All right.
Do I not want to be free?
I just happen to have the body book right here.
Well, how about that? Look at me.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because these books are huge, and I don't usually do this during the show, but
True.
they said, go to the body book. So, migraine. Okay. Here. When they complete the project, it sets the stage for the realization that this achievement isn't going to bring the desperately longed for unconditional maternal love either. And it sets the stage for another golden orb pursuing project. That, in turn, sets off the headache. They are the product of a withholding and performance-demanding mother.
Huh.
Okay. So now let me read the first part of that. Driven. They feel they have to hump to make it in life, and that they have to make something of themselves to accomplish something. They therefore drive themselves, and they strive to get things done. It is a life and death imperative feeling that they have to achieve the goal to accomplish the outcome. However, when they complete the project, it sets the stage for the realization that this achievement isn't going to bring that desperately longed for unconditional maternal love. And that's why you don't get the job and the acting career doesn't take off. But if you get out of the corral, everything breaks wide open and you get the stuff and you realize the stuff still doesn't bring you the love from your mom that you keep thinking the stuff all your life was going to bring you. And that's what the migraine's about. So once you do it for yourself, Kim, not trying to get love from mommy or anybody else for that matter, and just do it for you because you want it, then the migraines go away, then you get the job, then the acting takes off more than, you know.
Damn.
But yeah, this is a big thing for you. It's all hooked into, well, if I get it, then I'll be loved. If I get it, then I'll be loved. But it's really about self-love, honey.
Wow, I feel that, and shit. because another thing's racing through my head. Well, you should have. You know what? It's okay that I didn't figure it out earlier. It's okay. I figured it out now. This is a good thing.
Well, yeah, that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
Every one of us, that's what we're doing, honey.
Mhm. And
that's why we found this work.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't have to come back 5 more lifetimes and work on it.
No, I don't want to. And Tuesday I've got an interview, so I'm shifting my mind about everything.
Yeah, go in and get it for you, Kim.
Yeah.
Okay?
And do the film festival for me and the acting for me and everything
do everything
else for
me. You guys. It's all for you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yep. That's freedom for you, baby. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And those tears are telling you it's the truth. I love you, baby.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to Judy in North Carolina. You're on.
Happy Resigive, Dee.
Yeah. Indeed.
And on that topic, I want to thank you. So grateful at your Giving Sundays, because to give freely of this hour is truly amazing. So I know
thank you.
I can speak for myself how much I've gotten out of it. And one of the things that you helped me with, one of my givings was after I had given to a certain person and then wasn't acknowledged, and I was having some issues and I was building resentment. And even though, so I was feeling that. And that's what my energy was. So no wonder the person wasn't contacting me, because that was my energy that I was holding.
Yeah.
So, right. So you worked.
And they didn't go down. Me. You're the only person that went down with it.
Right. And so when that came up and talking about giving without expectations and doing that, and then all of a sudden, you know, that person was free to start communication and all that, and that holding on to that stuff was not good. So so I just wanted to share that. And
good for you.
Yeah, and I don't really have any questions, but thank you so much.
Yeah, well, that was absolutely worth bringing you on for you to share that once you got yourself into alignment, that allowed them to be able to respond. That's what the work's all about, Judy. Thank you for calling in with that, sweetheart. And a Happy New Year. Okay. We're going to Brenda in Connecticut. You're on.
Happy New Year, my lovely. Happy, healthy.
Thank you, baby.
So I'd like to know, so I have a cold, and I'm hoping the energy of the cold doesn't influence how we move forward.
No, it won't. Okay. It won't.
Okay. So 2 things. I'd like to know, what do I need to do differently in 26? I mean, I do direct my energy every day, and I love your first caller and what you said, so I'm going to incorporate that as well. So what do I need to do different to achieve what I'm hoping to and have been working on? And then the second thing is, I find myself dragging myself in getting things done, and it's like a little child. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to organize that. No, I don't want to. And I know when I was young, I'm sure it comes from we had a family business, and I had to work in the family business. So I think my little child is like, no, I don't want to, but I want to get past that. So I'd like to know how to get past that.
Yeah, really, the first and the second question, the answer is the same. Okay?
Okay.
What you need to get into alignment is stop fighting yourself. Okay. So we're going to a core belief, this page here, 1 through 5. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't think I have enough energy to do this, but they're changing the word energy to clarity. I don't think I have enough clarity to do this. Okay. So yes, you and your little child are definitely battling each other. So the biggest thing you can do is to work with your little child and get her on board about, see, she doesn't get that working to get what you want can be fun. She doesn't get that working can be fun at all. So how can you teach her that?
I'm not sure.
Well, what's fun about getting what you want, Brenda?
Well, you're accomplished, and you've achieved, you've expanded.
Does it feel good?
Feels fabulous.
Okay. Does it feel good to make the money that you make when you accomplish something?
It does, yes.
Okay. Does it feel good to look back and go, damn, I did a good job?
Yeah, in fact, I'll do that. Like if I clear out a drawer, I'll look at it throughout the day and I'll go, look what I did.
Okay. And what is that equal to when you're a little girl?
Fun.
Yeah. So start connecting those things consciously with your little girl, because they got separated for her when she was very young, around 3 years old. And it has to do a lot with your dad. Do you remember that your dad used to complain a lot about his work?
I don't recall that.
Okay. Well, they're showing me a male figure representing your dad, bent over, carrying a heavy load.
Well, that's interesting because he did have back problems, and so he may have been complaining. Maybe I didn't pick up on it verbally, which is why he wanted to start his own business.
Yeah. And what happened with that?
Oh, it flourished.
Okay. And are you trying to start your own business?
No.
Do you want to?
No. I wish I would love to retire, but financially not there yet.
Okay. Well, there's something going on with that also. Hold on, we're going to another core belief. This page here. I do not have permission to love who I am. And that's what it's really about, Brenda. So, you and your little girl really want to give yourselves permission to love who you are just as you are, with what you're doing and what you have and what you've created and what you are creating. Instead of, well, down the road then maybe I could love myself. Works the other way around, baby. Can everybody just take a moment to stop right now, in this moment right now, and love who you are? Just go to your love place. Yeah. That's where all of our creation comes from. Those moments where we just stop to love who we are. Did that answer your question, Brenda?
Yeah, I think so. And then it'll help me to move forward and not, like, I let my house take me over. I want to be able to look at my house with love and organize it with love and be happy about it.
Well, and your love is an extension of you. So if you're not going to give yourself permission to love you, then you will not give yourself permission to love your home.
Makes
right?
a lot of yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too, baby. Oh my gosh, this time just goes so fast, doesn't it? Okay. Well, we are at the end of our time together. Oh, I just heard Carol Burnett singing. That was so funny. All right, let's go to our hearts and open our hearts and say it with feeling, guys. I love me. I love me, and I love me even more, because I know that's what it's all about.
Thank you for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.